Hi, this is Ed, and I hope you're having a great day. I want to give you another communication tip here that'll help you with arguing and fighting dynamics. If you look at the sequence of an argument or a fight, it usually starts with somebody says something that triggers the other person. Well, just assume that if you're triggered or if the other person's triggered, they're going to be operating in a different place in the brain that's usually based on a fear response. Now, you can unplug that fear response by following this quick tip that I'm going to give you. And there's a great benefit for doing that, and I'll explain that after I explain the tip. So the tip is this: when instead of reacting or instead of defending what somebody says to you, just look at them and say, I hear XYZ, or when I hear you say that and I hear your tone and your body language, you look like you're angry, and I think it's because of XYZ. So what am I doing? I'm letting the person realize that, one, I hear them, and two, I'm trying to check out my inferences and assumptions right away. Because 99% of the time, I could be right, but most of the time I'd say I'm wrong. I'm not going to say every time, because sometimes if your intuition is highly developed, you're probably spot on. And we want to keep the relationship. We want to keep intimacy alive, so it doesn't do any good to activate fear. So let me give you an example. So if you and I were dating, I'm assuming you're a woman at the other end hearing this, and if you're a man, just reverse it as with your partner. If I say to you, it really upsets me when you flirt with everybody when we go to a party. And then right away you're thinking, oh boy, here we go again. He's insecure. You might look at me and say, Ed, I hear that it upsets you when we go to a party and I'm talking with other men, because maybe to you you're not flirting. And I hear that you think that means that I'm flirting. So I'm just curious, what do you think flirting means? What does that mean to you? Well, by asking me that question, you're helping me to investigate the meaning I put on flirting. And if I am afraid you're going to leave me just because of an early imprint or something when I was little, maybe abandonment issues or whatever, then you're helping me to go, oh my gosh, like you would never leave me or whatever, if that is the truth. So when you ask me the question, what does flirting mean to you? I could say, well, it just means like you're trying to draw attention to you, to make you important, so the guys like you, and it just makes me angry that you would do that in front of me. Okay, so if you hear my tone, I'm still stuck on you're the problem, and I want you to stop, and I'm still not realizing that it's my insecurity that's getting activated. So if you defend that, if you try to defend that, you're still going to feed into my insecurity. So instead you say, well, I hear that what flirting means to you is that I'm trying to draw attention to myself, and that makes me feel important. And I also hear that if that's true, if you think that's true, that it makes you feel like I might leave you or you might not be good enough for me. Is that true? I'm just curious. So what you're doing is you're helping to kind of air out the meaning that we're putting on things. But more importantly, the huge benefit is you're not reacting out of fear. You're owning your experience like, no, that doesn't feel really true. You might even go one step further. Actually, I'll leave that for a tip for tomorrow. That I think is a really good another component of this. I don't want to give it all away at once. So hopefully that's helpful. Let me know what kind of thoughts you have about this. You can post some comments below and what kind of questions you might have. Be sure to check out my website. There's all kinds of great stuff out there, and hopefully I'll be more consistent with posting because I've been super busy the last few years. So anyway, look forward. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, go ahead and subscribe and ask your questions. Thanks. Enjoy your day.